What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another KaibaHacksDartz Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today, we're going to be going over the items that every duelist needs. From beginners to the pros, this is what everyone needs to be dueling, in local tournaments, to regionals, to, just with your buddies. So, of course, to start it off, you're going to need some sleeves. Now, what are sleeves? They are straight up card protection. If we grab something like Pot of Extravagance here, you can see it as a sleeve. Now, you never know what you're going to be setting your cards down on, and that'll extend to play mats later. But, you want to keep them as clean as possible. Some people double sleeve their cards. There's hard sleeves for cards that you really want to keep, safe. And I guess PSA grading those like crazy kind of sleeves, I guess that technically kind of counts as a sleeve as well. So you know what I mean? The sleeve is very crucial. You make sure your card is staying in its best quality. It's going to keep the light off of it. It's going to keep the dust off of it. It's going to keep, residue of whatever off of it. Going to keep your cards clean. So that's the first item. You're going to need some sleeves. Now, next, you're going to need a deck box. Now, here I just have a generic deck box. These I'll use, just for random decks. You can get higher quality ones like cubes, like that, that are a little bit more protective, or maybe you have a bit more space. There's all kinds of different deck boxes. But of course, you could always make your own. Like in the video that I've shown, you can make your own deck box. And of course, that's just for containing your cards, your side deck, your extra deck, and your main deck. We'll keep this one out just because it's funnier. Now, the next thing that's important is, of course, a play mat. Now, we got my custom KaibaHacksDartz play mat right here, but you can get, play mats, and of course, a tube is essential as well. Sometimes they'll come with the tube, sometimes they won't, sometimes you can buy that separate. All depends where you're shopping at, online or at your local card store or game shop or whatever. But the tube is also important just for keeping it clean. But then the mat is also, of course, for whatever tables you're working on. You don't want to get stuff in your card sleeves or on your cards. This helps to protect them just like the sleeves do. And of course, you could always make a custom one. Online, you can do it, or you just draw one up kind of like I did. I just got a blank white mat from my card shop, and I'm just working on it, slowly adding things to it. But they're very helpful for, keeping an idea of where things are going, especially with, like, link monsters and column-based effects. The next thing that's super important is a binder. Now, we have the Dark Magician Girl binder. I'll see if I can get a good little shot of it here. The Dark Magician Girl binder. And binders are great just, to keep your cards safe and or for trading on the go. You can bring these to tournaments. You got some cards that, people might want that you want to get rid of to maybe trade for some stuff that you do want. Very good stuff. You might be able to get store credit or whatever for your trades as well. Or, you're just trying to keep your cards safe. Also, they're just a nice little collectible items, especially the one, like Dark Magician Girl or Konami official ones. So they look pretty dope. And are very helpful. Another thing is some dice. Now, they don't have to be as fancy as this. For the longest time, I had rocked just dollar store dice that I got, I don't know, they're like $2 for a pack of like 6 different colors, 2 sets of a bunch of different colors. They don't have to be expensive, but, these are great for deciding who is going first. You can use as counter pieces. Some people use them as tokens. Lots of different uses for dice, and that extends to coins as well. You never know when you're going to need a coin for a coin flip, but that's most likely something you're going to have. An extension that we'll move into is the notepad. Now, this is very, very useful, especially for counting life points. Now, you could also use a calculator or an app for this. They do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron, very useful app. We're probably going to make a video about that in the future. But a notepad, very good for, keeping track, and it's a little bit more official. if you're working down the life points, so you can see the steps of what had happened. And of course, a pen extends for that as well, and the notepad's also just very useful for, if you see some interesting cards, some stuff that you want to tack into your deck, you just want to write some notes down, whatever, it's very, very versatile. Same with the Life Point app, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron. Lots of stuff you can do with that. And that pretty much covers the basics of what you'll need. The Life Point app, the sleeves, protect your cards, playmat, same, deck box, trading binder, the dice, coins, notepad and such in the pen. But for, bonus stuff, of course, food and water. If you're going to a long tournament, always have some fuel ready to go, as well as some cash. You'll never know if you're just straight up trading, buying a card off someone or buying cards from the shop. If you're at a like a local tournament, of course, hand sanitizer. You never know when people are getting kind of greasy out there, and Yu-Gi-Oh players are usually not the cleanest. I recommend you definitely, even if you think you're smelling clean, take an extra shower before a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Throw on some deodorant. Get smelling nice. Because, there's just too much of that stank going on at Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Everyone knows that too well. One of the last things you should consider definitely is your backpack. You want to have something spacious. A school backpack works pretty well. Something you can keep on the go. You don't want something too heavy, especially if you're hacking darts like Kaiba. You want to be able to take that bag with you on the go. You never want to leave it there, and because there's too many thieves in Yu-Gi-Oh. So a backpack, very essential, to keep all these items in, keep them safe, and keep them on you. And if possible, a water-resistant backpack, just in case, different types of weather and spills that could occur. It's always good to have, some extra protection as much as you can with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because they are, it is, in the end, just pieces of cardboard, little thin pieces of cardboard. So a lot of it is boiling down to protection. But then there is some of the utility stuff like the notepad and the dice, and of course like token cards. If you are running tokens, it's a good idea to get some token cards. You can also make custom tokens. There's lots of different ways to take that route. But these basically cover the essential items you'll need to start dueling, or to get back into dueling if you've been out of it. If you think there's anything I missed, make sure to leave it in the comments, to make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. And make sure to check out my other videos. And thanks for watching. Peace.